Good morning. It's Monday, September 3rd, Labor Day, and I'm up here at Mount Baldy at the base of the ski area about to do the Mount Baldy Run to the top. Myself and about 700 other people are going to be starting at this point at 6,000 feet and running 8 miles all the way to the top of Mount Baldy, 10,064 feet, the highest point in Los Angeles County. And I'm nervous, I'm tired, but I'm excited too. It's a big race. It's probably the second toughest mountain race in the United States after the Pikes Peak ascent, and it's right next to Los Angeles. Got here in an hour from my house at Venice Beach this morning, and here we are up in the mountains, and gorgeous day. Last year in this race I was 9th place, but last year my training for this race was a lot of slow uphill running. Did Mount Baldy many times, Mount Wilson many times, a lot of the big mountains, slow uphill. This year I'm doing the same mileage, same distance per week, but instead I'm doing a lot of flat, fast work. So we'll see what the difference is. I think I'm in better shape this year.
So all I have to say, running raw, man, is you're crazy. You're crazy. The altitude is kicking my ass. Oh. So they're crazy. They do all of this and have to end with that. All the way up there. Good job. Good job. Come on, Jake. Really good, Tim. Good job. You're psychotic. Completely psychotic.
What he said. Wow. The second half is lethal. This is Jonathan Toker, who you remember from the Malibu Creek Trail Challenge. Jonathan got second today, kicked ass.
Had a good race.
Had a great race.
And Tim got fourth.
He lost me on the uphill, the steep uphill at the end. These bikers' legs just kicked my ass on that last steep uphill.
Did you really finish?
Yeah, you're psychotic. Machines. Maniacs.
Why?
Crazy! Because this is brutal. Brutal! Barely made it with the lift walking the second half. Nuts! Crazy!
This is the toughest mountain course I've ever done.
Ever.
Harder than Mount Washington, harder than Cranmore, harder than Squaw Valley. This is the hardest race I've ever done, but I feel amazing. So the training I've been doing is working. Even no uphill training, kicking butt. I had a hard time running up the mountain today, but these guys had to carry all these water jugs. They got up at 3 in the morning to carry these water jugs up. How'd you feel carrying these up the hill? Yeah, effortless? Good time, about an hour, hour 15?
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
No, we ran.
You did backwards?
Some of it backwards.
Awesome. So how many, like 3 apiece?
Yeah.
That's great. How do you feel?
Finished. This race is really a race of attrition and also just pacing, because when we got about not even half a mile into the race, when we got off the paved road onto the dirt road and the climbing started, we were in Tim and I were in 150th place probably, and then we just sort of worked our way up the field.
So everybody was ahead of us, and we just started picking them off slowly all the way through.
It's hilarious, actually.
Perry wants to attempt the record up Mount Rainier. Perry wants to.
Well, I'll do Mount Hood first.
Break the record on Mount Hood, then Mount Rainier.
Did it as a workout, huh?
Wow. Top of the world. This is Los Angeles County.
Hey, Tim.
Maggle, you made it. Hey, hey.
Hey, what's up?
You made it.
Yeah, you're right.
How do you feel?
Good.
You want to throw up?
Hey, it took like 23 minutes off last year.
Gary, way to go, man.
How'd you do, Tim?
You got 4th.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was tough.
Certainly a role model for us. I'm proud of this guy. Yeah.
She running out top of the world.
Oh, yeah.
Spelled Larabar, but has that double dot, so it's Larabar. Anyways, I bought one of these, and I thought it would taste bad because it's all raw and everything, but it actually tastes pretty damn good.
So Perry is running raw.
I don't know.
Wins the most fashionable. flip-flops?
Yeah.
Like I ran up in flip-flops. What's really cool is they have bananas and oranges at the aid station here on top. That's it. They only have bananas and oranges, only raw food. So all the racers, when they finish, have no choice, sorry, but to eat raw food. There's no Cliff Bars, there's nothing like that except the Lauer Bars we brought up. So very excited. I ran a really, really smart race this year. I went out slow with Jonathan Toker. Like he said, we were about 150th place probably at the half-mile point. And then we just slowly started picking people off. I didn't do any warm-up at all. I used the first half-mile in the race to warm up. And then just did a good slow pace the first half of the race. Was in third place. Then Jonathan caught back up to me, and he and I ran together for a while. And then he lost me on the steep uphills, but I stayed in fourth and felt pretty good. Didn't really feel dead until the last half mile, three-quarters mile on the steep stuff. The rest of the race I felt really good, but my legs went and the altitude hit me there. So smart race, 2.5 minutes faster than last year, so good effort with no hill training. Because last year I did a lot more hill training. So I'm really excited. It's a great, great race. Raw food. Heidi walked up from 8,000 feet to 10,000. She walked up the last 2,000 feet from the lift line.
And it got harder and harder as I went up. Not easier. There was no give. It just got harder and harder.
Gets steeper and steeper?
It is so steep. It is absolutely ridiculous. The hardest hike I've ever done.
I thought we were
ever done.
Oh yeah. The other shoes that I had were straight. Dessert bars. Big one. The problem is everybody's free.
There's the city 10,000 feet below. Trail is much, much, much steeper than Mount Washington or Squaw or any of those races. It is so steep. The last 3/4 of a mile is just brutal, steep boulder field. Trail's about a foot wide here with a very, very long drop. This section is called the Devil's Backbone. It used to be a lot narrower, but they've widened it to about 3-4 feet wide for safety reasons. Long ass drops on both sides. So we're gonna head down, get some food. Great day. Awesome. Very pleased. This road is the first half of the race. After a ridiculously hard effort like that, the world's best sports drink to make sure I'm hydrated and have all my electrolytes back in the system, young Thai coconuts. That's right, this right here is nature's perfect sports drink. Better than Gatorade, better than Powerade, better than all that chemical manufactured processed stuff which they tell you does what it doesn't do. But this does what they don't say that it does. This does what you want. That's yummy. Now, one of the quickest ways to get injured after a difficult race is to stretch. Most people don't know how to stretch. They stretch improperly, or they stretch too much or too intensely. And if you're feeling any pain, even a slight discomfort while you're stretching, that means you're tearing the muscle and doing yourself a great disservice. Hey guys! So what you should do instead of stretching is a foam roller. So you bring these to your race. Bring a yoga mat, bring a foam roller, get them online at performbetter.com, and sometimes big sporting goods stores will have them as well. They're like $20. And this will massage your ITB, iliotibial band. It will massage your quads, your calves, your hamstrings, your butt, your back. You can even adjust your back with it. This thing is magic. And instead of stretching the muscles and tearing them, you're actually massaging the muscles and forcing blood through them and getting rid of the knots. You will heal much, much faster if you do this after a race, and you won't get injured. One of the things that I've been having a problem with is my iliotibial band, which runs all the way from up here down here. A lot of knee injuries start with a tight ITB. So you want to make sure that's nice and loose so that you don't develop other knee injuries. So I'm going to demonstrate how you might stretch that. Basically, I start at the top of the ITB, and I can roll up on the side, and you can feel it just pushing the muscle and stretching the ITB. Oh yeah, that's nice. Not only does this feel really good, but
You look hot doing it.
it's really good for you. And yeah, I look so hot doing it.